Do 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 do. Hey, it's Conductor CW on the steam engine train. And guess where we are again? If you know it, say it. Way of Love Station. And today we're going to do some secret prayers. What you'll need, whoopsies, is a piece of paper, a white crayon. It has to be white because we're going to write it on our white paper. And we don't want anyone to see. It's going to be pretty cool. And then just some markers. Now, if you're like me, a lot of times my markers are kind of running out of color. You want to make sure your markers have all the color because we need it all the color for you to see what's underneath your secret prayers. Ready to begin? All right. So, some important things to remember. You can draw or you can write, whichever one you want. So I want you to think of a prayer or maybe some words that you want to tell God. Maybe you want to draw a picture of your family or your favorite pet or anything. Or if you want to write family down, then that's who you pray for. Man, Conductor CW has the hiccups again. Anything that's important to you that you want to talk to God about. I'm going to write mine. Now, here's kind of a trick that's kind of hard, and it's okay. When you write it on the white piece of paper, you're not really going to be able to see it. But if you're writing it, especially, you want to go over it a couple times and make it real thick. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to write one word first, and then I'm going to color over it so you can see what I mean by kind of writing it thick, okay? So stay with me, and you can begin your drawing too, or your prayers that you want to write as I do. Remember, if I'm going too fast at any time, you can press pause. Okay, so I am done with my first word. Now, I'm going to wipe some of the crown away first. Can you see it? Nope, you can't. Okay. Then I'm going to take my first marker and I'm going to color over it. Now, when you start to color over yours, your prayer is going to... Wait. I don't want to tell you. I'm going to do it first. Then I'll tell you some tips. Okay, here I go. I'm going to write over, color over the prayer that I did, or the word that I wrote as a prayer to God. Oh, I'm so excited to show you. Okay, here we go. Can you see it now? Yes! It's the word faith. Can you say that with me? Faith. I want to pray to God to have more faith. So here's my tips. Is that you can color over this in many different ways. You could color just a little bit blue, little bit orange, little bit yellow. You could color over a rainbow. You could color it like, I'm going to write the word love, let's say. And then you want to color it with a rainbow of colors. And you can see the word love underneath. Oh, there's so many neat things you can do. You can do it more than once, too. It's so simple and so cool. And another thing I would love for you to do is take, after you're done and you kind of figured out how it worked, write your word or draw your picture and then have somebody else do it. And they can discover the prayer that you did or the picture that you drew for God. Oh, it would be so cool. Yeah. So, how does this work? Well, what it is the crayon is made of wax. And since we're doing white on white so no one can see it, that's why we're using the white crayon. And the marker the fibers in the paper's made of little fibers, very, very small fibers. It absorbs the marker, but not the crayon. The wax from the crayon pushes the color aside, so it doesn't really absorb and it stands out for you. So this is kind of to show when we pray quietly to God, and it's kind of the white on the white crayon on the white paper. To God, it's illuminated with these beautiful colors, this prayer that you sent straight to God, or God in us listening to us. All those amazing things. So if you pray in your mind, think about that. Think of God it's blooming with colors as God listens to you. Oh, have a great time, and I can't wait to see what you make.